Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
You think they wait for that, though? And they're like, oh, he's about to drop it.
They already know
So
what's
funny.
about to go down.
Exactly. It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
We don't have much to talk about today, but I do want to record because when did you watch it?
The night it came out, as soon as it dropped.
Oh, that's right. You texted me and I hadn't seen it. I went to bed. Holy shit.
You should say what we're talking about.
We're talking about Loki, obviously.
You couldn't even get it out of your mouth before you're like, holy fuck,
Holy
man.
shit. Well, I mean, fuck, it blew my mind, dude, because I was not expecting all that.
Yeah, so for
I
reference,
kinda was.
we are talking about Loki on Disney Plus, episode 4.
Which they did confirm it's only going to be 6.
6 episodes,
Yeah.
yep. So we are 2 episodes away from the end. That's the end of it.
Oh my god. That's going to be so much.
On the bright side, they have already confirmed this is the only, at least one of the only, so there could be more, but this is the only one confirmed that is getting a second season.
It is getting a second
It is
season.
getting a second
Okay.
season.
Why make it so short then? Why not just make it the seasons longer and then you don't...
Because that's how their seasons are. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think, was 6 episodes. And
WandaVision was
WandaVision's 9.
9, yeah.
So it's going to be 9 and 6 episodes. Those are the format.
To be fair, I think WandaVision did have a lot more story to tell.
Yeah.
Like Loki, I don't think you had to tell as much story because they could use most of his character development, and they made him watch it, and he's like, oh fuck, I was an asshole, and then I became not an asshole, and then I died.
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't be an asshole.
Yep.
Super duper spoiler warning. I'm about to start dropping some shit right here.
Dropping it right now. Let them hear it.
So I was reading an article, and basically the way the article was worded, from what I understand, for all we know, there is no such thing as the sacred timeline.
So,
also, why were they...
in the comic books,
I have so many fucking questions.
The easiest way I can explain this is the sacred timeline in my mind was never the only timeline where shit won't cause chaos. The sacred timeline is when Kang comes to power. If this timeline does not happen the exact way it's supposed to, then Kang will not become the most powerful being in the universe later on down the line.
Wait,
that's
so
how
he's
Kang
doing
works.
he's doing this for himself then?
Kang does this for the future Kang. It's called a Prime Kang, sacred timeline, Prime Kang, right?
Right.
And that, like, all the Kangs in the different multiverses and all the different dimensions work together for this Prime Kang to push him forward for him to have the ultimate civilization and ultimate future in the future.
Knowing Kang, I'm surprised they're not all like, fuck that, I'm that Kang.
He kind of is, but there's one, and it's hard to explain, but they never really turn on each other. They're all like working through time for the Prime Kang, which is him. Like it is all him.
Yeah.
That's that's why it works.
Could the same be argued with Doctor Strange? Or are they going to touch on that? Like, is there another Doctor Strange in a different universe?
Well, yeah. There's Captain America's different universes. There's all of them.
Well, it's a little different. They're not Sorcerer Supremes. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Do you understand the question?
Yeah, I do. If Kang is working with himself through time, why can't Doctor Strange work with himself through time?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he can, but for all we know, maybe it's just not a good idea. But I have so many fucking questions.
All right, shoot.
Okay. First of all, I automatically knew them 3 fuckers were not going to be real.
Yeah.
As soon as they walked in the room and I realized, I was like, oh, yeah, no. Why bring them there though?
Because I think Ravonna Renslayer thought that was them.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, so you think she got fooled too?
Yeah.
Do you think she knows the truth
No.
about the TVA?
She might have met Kang, but he said he was a timekeeper. Like the real Kang. Because Kang is the middle one. Like the middle statue.
Yeah.
Like that is Kang.
See, no, that's why I knew. I was like, okay, episode 4, 2 episodes left. That's not Kang. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Well, they're not actually introducing Kang in this.
I figured. No, I thought Kang the Conqueror was the main antagonist
Antagonist, you're
in
right.
Multiverse.
Quantumania.
Quantumania. Fuck. See, this is why they have it all confusing.
Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
I know, but technically couldn't that be considered the same thing?
What?
I don't know.
No, it's not. Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania are not the same thing.
No, I meant like could you achieve multiverse traveling through the quantum realm? Or do we actually not even... Do they ever touch on that? Because you can obviously achieve a sort of time travel.
Well, there's speculation that we saw City in the quantum realm. We did.
Yeah, and we talked about that. Yeah.
But the theory is that it's either like it's like the negative zone, or it's Kang City Chronopolis, or it's something about Doctor Strange and not Doctor Strange, sorry, Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four. Like, we're down there in that city, like a bunch of shit. So we just have to wait and see, pretty much, because there's too many things that it could be. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Okay. And was that one scene the post-credit scene?
What scene?
The last one. I don't want to say it because if some people may not have even watched past the credits because the other episodes didn't have post-credit scenes.
Well, if you've watched Loki episode 4, there is a post-credit scene.
So if you haven't seen it, pause this shit right now.
Pause this right now because we're about to talk about it. We're about to drop it. Right?
Because here we go. I'm about to jump in.
Ready?
Yeah,
I'm like, this is a really good spoiler.
Yeah,
so
it is.
We need to make sure we give them a time.
3, 2, 1. Okay,
Right.
There's like 4 different comic book fucking Lokis and a newer one.
What do you mean?
The Black Gentleman, I believe, is an unknown version of Loki.
Nobody knows who he is.
Okay, but the other 3, including the crocodile.
Yeah, the crocodile was Loki whenever Thor was a frog. The kid is Loki that Loki made. It's a whole convoluted story, but it's Kid Loki.
And then the old man is the original comic book Loki.
The original,
yes.
like, I'm talking
First
about
appearance.
ripped out of the goddamn comic books.
First appearance,
Loki.
yes. They're fucking talk about...
And it's Richard E. Grant.
Who's that?
He was the bad guy in Rise of Skywalker. You remember the guy who shot the redhead? The guy who was serving the Emperor after?
Yes, yeah.
He's him. He was the dad in Little Vampire.
Oh shit!
Oh
my
vampire.
god! I forgot how old he is.
Yeah,
now.
he was in like a bunch of shit. Those are just 2 that I can remember right now.
Okay.
Super famous dude.
Super nice guy.
Super nice woman.
What do you think that is? Because did you see the Avengers Tower in the background?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm already.
So what is this?
I'm gung ho. This is where everybody goes. This is where you are sent when you are nullified, or what the fuck they call it.
Will Gamora be there?
No. What?
Why?
Why would she be? Why would she be there?
Soul Stone? Sacrifice? The original Gamora?
No, that's not where they go.
I mean...
No. This isn't Soul World.
Cool. How did Avengers Tower get there then?
Because it's...
Because that is the original...
They took a timeline. Like, you know how they put Loki in a loop with Sif?
Yeah.
Okay, think about that. But they took New York if the Avengers failed. Thanos invaded.
It's a destroyed city.
It's a destroyed city.
Okay,
Took
okay,
that
okay.
and just that's where everyone goes.
Failed at
when
which
they get
part?
nullified.
Do you think that's the Atari invasion, or do you think that's the Thanos invasion?
See, that's the thing, is I have no idea, because it looks like it's Avengers Tower, not Stark Tower.
Correct. So that would be
that would have to be after the events of 2012. So after Avengers 1.
After. Okay. Because you're right, it wasn't Avengers Tower. Fuck. So I mean, that could be anywhere from Ultron to the end of Infinity War.
Yeah. But all they have to do, but it has to be before Infinity War too.
Because that's when they got the new facility, correct?
Because they got the new facility, yeah.
Okay.
Or that might have been at the end of Age of Ultron, dude.
When did they get Avengers?
Because at the very end of Age of Ultron, they're on the facility that they're in Endgame. I remember that crystal clear.
Did they only have Avengers Tower for like a movie?
Because if they did, it would have to be... Fuck, dude. It would have been Ultron.
Yeah. Okay. We just figured that out. It's the only time there's ever an Avengers Towers during that movie then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, why that specific timeline? To me, that's a significance right there, because
Possibly. They're just dropping... It doesn't matter where they pluck them and put them. But I think it's specific that they put them on Earth. Out of everywhere to send everybody, they put the Lokis on Earth.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe it's where they send all the Lokis. Maybe when you get nullified, they have a specific place for your variant.
And it's all the same place?
Yeah. Maybe. No, not all the same place. Like Loki wanted to conquer Earth. This is what Earth is like if he conquered it.
Those dudes didn't seem to be like that.
Yeah, but everybody, like, I feel like all the variants have the same purpose, right? Wasn't that what Mobius was saying to him?
Based on what Mobius was told, and what we've learned is we don't know what's actually true and not anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's why I get confused, because, and that's also in the article I was reading, was all bets are kind of now off the table because we have no idea what the fuck's going on. Like, they literally were like, here's a whole bunch of story, but that's all bullshit now because we're awesome.
But it's also not bullshit.
Because, okay, that's another thing. Why have a functioning TVA?
Like, they are functioning. They do work and they go through time. And
right.
Like, there is one main timeline they are keeping
kind of
sacred.
But the timeline that's keeping sacred, it's not for the same purpose of it's for the greater good. It's just for Kang. Is what we can safely Allegedly. See, we don't actually know. Fuck. That's why it gets
We're assuming it's for Kang. But at the same time, they've made Lady Loki and Enchantress the same person. Which is cool.
Was that not in the comic book?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it was. Enchantress is a blonde chick who enchants people and is Loki's right-hand lady, right? And she's like her main own villain. And I'm not, credit where credit is due. She also, she did a bunch of shit. She helped Loki separate Bruce Banner from the Hulk, like this whole thing. But Lady Loki is an entirely different character. But they just combined the two and named her Sylvie. And Sylvie was an Enchantress in the comic books, but that's not actually the main Enchantress.
See, but aren't they contradicting themselves by expunging of those variants and just throwing them in a random timeline? Yes, it may be a timeline set aside for them, but doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of what the TVA is supposedly trying to accomplish?
Yes, and I think that's why.
Because it's like, well, if I'm supposed to specifically be doing this, why are you just getting rid of all of us by the time, after you find us? That doesn't make any sense. The whole purpose was for me to do what I needed to do, so this way you could get that fulfillment, so this way the sacred timeline...
So what I'm assuming is if it is for Kang, Nexus events or branch timelines are stuff that causes a threat to Kang.
Okay. Yeah, because
that's why crazy white line
was Loki and him falling in love.
Was Loki and Sylvie falling in love?
Yeah, which is dope.
I love that.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, and Mobius was being so mean about it.
Yeah, and
it
then
was so sweet.
Oh my god, can we talk about Owen Wilson's mic drop? Dude,
sad.
That shit was fucking.
I called it though.
It was gangster.
I literally called it.
That shit was gangster. For those that don't know, what did he actually say word for word?
He said, "Do you know where I would want to go? I would want to go wherever you plucked me out of. I'd want to go back, maybe riding on a jet ski."
Oh, fuck. That was
close.
That was close. That was pretty sick, dude. Oh my god.
It was so sad.
It was sad. There was one thing in this. I can't remember what it was.
And I loved right before he went through the portal, he was like, "You can be anything. You can do anything. You can change."
Yeah. Yeah, no, they just made him such a... How was he in the comic books?
Yeah, it was same guy, Mobius and Mobius, and the kicker is that they would erase Mobius's mind if he ever found out, he would catch on, because he's just that good. He always kept catching on, and there were multiples of him. All the other analysts, the cup stains aren't from him, they're from a copy of him.
That's funny.
Yeah, so there's more Mobius
running
around.
Originally, what happens in the, in the rough estimate of the comic book timeline, what happened in the TVA? Was it just Kang and then all that?
I don't even think.
Or was he even involved in the TVA?
He wasn't involved in the TVA in the comic books.
Okay.
They've retconned this. Or not retconned, I guess. Just changed it for the MCU.
Well, they do that with a lot of things.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I liked all their creative directions so far.
Yeah, it's not like they've changed it enough
for it
to be irritating. But we also, it might not even have a connection with Kang.
What the
I think the only connection might be in the comic books is that Ravonna Renslayer was a judge.
Is there any way that
Ravonna Renslayer is Kang's wife.
Is there any way that this could connect to Galactus instead?
I don't see that happening, but maybe.
To be fair, I don't know what Galactus... He's a Celestial, right?
I don't know.
One of the 7... You got like
I think so.
what is it? You got like the big world conquerors.
Right.
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah.
Nowhere is one of them. It's the head of a celestial.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So is Kang one of them as well?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'd have to Google it. There are 7 of them, right?
Celestials, I think.
7 or 8. I don't know where the fuck my phone went. Let's see.
He's not a celestial.
Kang?
No, Galactus. He's a very specific cosmic entity that balances between eternity and death and is a remnant of a former universe. Did you hear me?
I did. 10 supreme celestial beings. I didn't know Peter was the only known human hybrid. Do you know that?
He's a human.
I know, but like comic book wise, before he obviously in the movies, I didn't know he was the only human hybrid of a celestial.
Yeah, he's Nathaniel Richards.
Ego.
No, I'm talking about Kang.
I was talking about Peter Quill.
Oh, my bad.
No, I said yeah. Peter Quill's the only human hybrid celestial.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't think Ego was a celestial in the comic books. I thought he was a...
It was after learning of his
universe.
origins, he demonstrated the ability to draw power from his father Ego
Is that MCU?
in order to manipulate matter and energy. This is Marvel Cinematic Universe Wiki, so
You're good.
But you have Ego the Living Planet is... Okay, see, there's a couple different Celestials depending on where you pull it from. I don't think any of them are the ones that they would bring in the MCU, though. But for all I know, I don't know. But that was just a curious question, because obviously they had brought that up in Guardians, so... Dude, I don't know what direction they're going in. And I think the more episodes that come out, the more I get confused. And I say this all the time, but I'm very curious. But I still want to know what they're doing with, like, Nick Fury. Because he's up with the... What are they called? The alien dudes?
Skrulls.
He's up in their space station.
The Skrull space station.
Correct.
The Skrull station.
And then... How do you tie all this then together? Why don't you work at Marvel, Josh?
Why don't I work at Marvel?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't hire me.
Why did you put that in your ear?
I'm doing a thing. You're right.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing. You're fine.
Are you getting the rundown on what Celestials are?
No. Also, I'm way too young to be hired at Marvel. What are you talking about?
I don't think that matters.
Why wouldn't that matter?
I don't think age matters. I mean...
Age is just a number, man.
Yeah, I mean, unless she's like 17, then it's definitely an important number. I should probably wait. But yeah.
It's definitely important. This motherfucker.
Oh my god. What are you fucking looking up?
Dude, relax.
Oh boy.
You're at like a 7. I'm going to need you like a 2.
I'll give you like a 4.
You're so rude.
Did you find anything worth talking about? He's over here digging in his phone. He put a headphone in underneath his headphones. So
Dude, what? Don't call me out like that. I'm just looking at something. All right.
All right.
All right.
Fucker. So, do you think Mobius is on that planet with Loki, or do you think just the Lokis are there?
See, that's the thing. Is I feel like if Mobius was there, then we would have seen him, maybe. But it looked like it was Loki. And so I assume the black guy would be Loki too.
I don't think it is. I think he's a new MCU character.
But it could just be a Loki where in his Earth he got a Mjolnir, and he was the worthy brother, and he was the true-born son of Odin. Or it's also in the comic books that an old Wakandan king picked up Mjolnir.
Okay. Did Chadwick's character ever try to pick up Mjolnir in the movies?
No.
Think he was worthy?
No.
How come? To me, that's a good question, in my opinion. But
I don't know how to elaborate. But no, I don't.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
Chris Evans is rumored to be trying to get, not trying, like, they're talking about him coming back for like a couple little projects. I don't know what they would be.
Captain America returning the stones.
It's kind of all I'd want. And also it's something that you don't even have to connect it to anything big.
No, it's literally 6 episodes, 6 stones.
Yep. Give me 6 episodes, 1 for each stone, and all of them are just fucking buck-ass wild. And at the end, he's like, all right, I'm going to go back to the Pegsters.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
You don't have to end it on anything. It can literally be, it can be like WandaVision. You don't even got to watch it.
You can even give me the end. You can give me the end credit scene where he was dancing with Peggy as the ending to the show. So you don't even have to record a final one. You can give me that.
Yeah. I just want the in-betweens.
I just want the in-betweens.
What?
The beginning of the show can be him leaving in the portal, motherfucker. Like, I don't care. I want to.
I don't know, because I feel like they'd have to acknowledge how difficult it would actually be to return all those fucking stones.
Yeah, but that's why we have 6 episodes.
Yeah. I think the only one I'd see him having issues with is the Soul Stone.
No, he just walked back. Hey, what's up, Red Skull? Take this.
Dude, talk about that fucking encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. I think the Russo brothers or the writers came out, Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, and they said that Red Skull wouldn't remember him.
I think the being he is now would. He'd be like Steve Rogers.
He would say his name and like know him, but he wouldn't remember the Red Skull era that he would know him from.
That's not true, because he remembered trying to chase after the Infinity Stone.
He remembered that he tried to pick it up.
Yeah.
But you have to remember he's been there for 70 years awake. Steve was in ice for 70 years.
Okay, but he's obviously not a normal dude anymore.
Right. No, I understand.
He's floating around and shit with his creepy Jedi robe. Like,
he looked dope.
He did
look
look
like
dope.
a Dementor.
They also fooled the fuck out of me because that's not the same actor.
Nope, it's not. It's Aaron from Walking Dead.
Who the fuck's Aaron? I don't watch Walking Dead, guys. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to just say he's the gay guy from Walking Dead, but
well, I mean, if that's his identifier, if that's what makes him different from the rest.
Hell yeah, I was right.
No harm, no foul. Holy shit, he's young.
Well, that's an older picture. This is what he looked like whenever he was Red Skull.
Ah, man, the shit you can do with makeup. Do you think that one dude got mad they used his likeness?
No, he probably didn't want to fucking come back.
I don't think. No, I think
Hugo Weaving.
I'm pretty sure he didn't want to come back at all.
Dude, I got that name right too.
You know what I think it was? I think he had an issue with the. Oh my god. Fuck, that was strong.
Being a Nazi?
No, he had an issue with the makeup. Sitting in the chair and all that fun. Like, he apparently was not a fan.
And Aaron, I already forgot his name.
That's so
he
funny.
He loves doing that.
For real?
Yeah.
He loves sitting in a chair for 7 hours, waiting to film for an hour, and then taking it off, and then coming back the next day.
Would you relax? The guy who plays Abe Sapien loves doing that.
Yeah, because he has a very intricate, dope-ass character.
Ross Marquand. Marquand?
Yeah. Man, they ruined that shit. That shit pissed me off. Hellboy, right?
Yes.
Abe Sapien?
Yeah.
Fish dude?
And if you're into fan theories, he's also the Shape of Water guy. It's a prequel.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Show me. I've never seen that. What the fuck is The Shape of Water? Why do I hear about this movie all the time? Is it good?
It's the lady who fucks a fish.
It's a lady who fucks a fish. I'm sure that's not exactly what it is. Oh, it's a lady who fucks fish. Let me see that. It's literally, that's what it's looking like.
You thought I was playing.
That looks exactly like him.
He even has like Loki powers. I forget what they are because, I didn't watch it all the way through because she fucks a fish. But
Develops a unique bond with her new friend. She soon learns that its fate and very survival in the hands of hostile biologists. Does he not have a name?
he does,
What's his name?
like Blue or something.
Nope, it's Amphibian Man. I'm not even kidding.
I feel like my name was better.
I think so too, but nope, Amphibian Man.
His eyes are blue, I thought.
Do they have the film theory in like the wiki at all? Or is this just speculation from fans?
No idea. I've heard it before and I've seen people talk about it on Reddit, so it's official.
Dude, all they do is talk. You don't leave your battery saver on?
Not when I'm at fucking 96%. My charger's in my hand.
Fuck no, I leave that bitch on all the time.
Well, if that's on, my Pokemon Go doesn't do
What you needed to?
the tracker thing.
Oh.
Adventure Sync. I remembered.
He's cheating.
How?
The whole point of the game is to walk.
I know, but it tracks it when it's not open. That's the only thing Adventure Sync does.
Oh. Isn't that technically not allowed?
No, it's on the game. Like
They did? Oh, they changed it.
it's been in the game forever. They just make it to where.
Oh, I don't think you understand. I haven't played it since they didn't have it. So like when
17 or 16, whenever it fucking came out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Remember I was one of the same guys that you
I
tied
think
it
it was 2018.
you tied your phone to the ceiling fan and then let it spin.
Oh yeah, you did. You definitely did. I did that too once.
You walk in it walks inside. Dude, it helped. I cracked a lot of eggs.
You're absolutely horrible.
Fuck, I also had this one app on my what was it? Yeah, I had it on my iPhone to where I could download it and I could walk in like California or wherever, like anywhere around the world and get cool Pokemon. They caught on to that shit pretty quick though. That's pretty fun. Those simpler times. The whole world came together just to play Pokemon Go. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was nuts going down to like the
fun.
riverfront and everybody is sitting in their cars playing Pokemon Go when it's raining because they still want to play. And then you get a whole bunch of people walking playing Pokemon. And there was a dude on his bike that would drive by every so often and he had the Pokemon theme song playing.
Yep.
Gotta get 'em all. That was the shit. Jeez.
There will never be another time like that.
I don't know. Depends. I don't think mobile games have much of a future in my opinion. I don't feel like it's practical enough. Especially on like a cell phone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look tired today.
No.
No?
Nope.
No, you're not very talkative.
Oh, how? I'm listening. You're literally talking. I'm listening to you talk. I talked a bunch about Loki and the Timekeepers. What the fuck is wrong with you? What are you talking about?
Okay, so if okay. That you just reminded me. So say it's not just Kang. What are the other two timekeepers? Do we know who they are?
I don't think they're anybody.
Oh, so you don't even think they're real?
No.
Is that why the middle dude talks so much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. I don't think they're anything at all.
Do they ever mention the actual location of the TVA?
It's definitely not in the quantum realm.
No, that's not. Jesus. Wait, but you just said that the city itself we saw looks like the one from the TVA.
No. I said that it looks like it would be Chronopolis, or it was like I didn't think it looked like the TVA.
Oh, everybody on the internet did.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think that's it?
Mm-mm.
How come?
I think
I mean, why? Wait, hold on. Time moves differently here.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense.
I think it was an inside, like it was like a nod to that, to be like it works the same as what you would imagine.
It's outside of normal time.
Yeah, it's in the only thing we've seen outside of normal times, the quantum realm. So it was I thought it was trying to tie it back for normies. Not that it was in the quantum realm.
Tie it back for what?
Normies.
I don't under.
People who aren't in the know-how like us, who have seen all the movies.
Oh, you mean casual viewers?
Casual
Yeah,
viewers.
see,
Normies.
yeah, normies don't even know they're normies, dog.
Yeah.
They just think they're casual viewers. So the fact you said that, I'm over here like, what are you talking about? I've never heard that.
You fucking normie.
Apparently, I mean, I know enough to get by, but
I know enough.
I know enough to where I can go.
It ain't much, but it's honest.
I can go to the movie theater because it ain't much, but it's honest. It ain't much. What is it? It ain't honest, but it's work. Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But now that you can go to the movie theater now, I can go to the movie theater and watch these movies and not be super confused because I've like read
Only
it.
thing out right now is A Quiet Place 2. That's it.
Good for you, John. Good for you, John. Have you seen it?
No, but I've heard really good reviews about it, honestly.
I need to plug my Fire Stick up to my TV and check to see if I can. When did it come out?
No idea.
Well, considering everybody's at home balls deep in the internet, I guarantee there's a pretty decent copy out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's going to the theaters, so.
And what are the movie theaters here open yet?
Yeah.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
How long's that one been open?
3 months?
Not full capacity though yet, right?
I don't think so. No.
I think they don't. They have
You
like
can. Yeah, I think you can like rent out an entire one for like $15.
You've been able maybe like 50.
No, 15 because there's not that many seats anymore.
Did they take them out?
No, they just don't rent them out.
So like they have shit where you can't sit there type shit. Okay.
That might have changed now though.
That's true. Well, considering everybody's got a vaccine now, so
except that new strain.
Yeah, have you heard about that?
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
It started, from what I read, the only time I'd ever heard of a different variant of COVID, it was in India, and everybody thought that was racist to call it the Indian variant. And I'm like, okay, but if it's just in India, then I mean, it's an origin variant. Like that makes sense. It's not the Kung flu, but it's a variant from specific India. Now it's hitting. Oh my God, where was it? I want to say like New York. And other places like that. We're starting to see it in the States.
Yeah.
And I haven't really read on whether or not the vaccine can prevent that specific, like these different strains.
It can't. It can protect against some of them, but like the main one that you're hearing about, it can't.
The, what do they call it? The Delta variant?
Yeah,
that
one.
Is it? Don't fact check me on this. I should look it up before I just start.
How dare you look up facts?
How dare I start just spewing out bullshit before I have the shit in front of me? Hypertransmissible Delta variant spreads. California. The Delta variant will cause very dense outbreaks in these 5 states, experts say. The Delta variant of COVID-19 was first identified in India. Wow. That's weird. Is known as B167.2. Delta is causing a spike in COVID-19 infections among unvaccinated people in England, where it has become the dominant new variant of the coronavirus. These recent spikes in infections in England has delayed the country's reopening. That was in June 22nd. It was a week ago. I didn't know they were having trouble reopening a fucking week ago.
Neither did I.
Yeah, no. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should go get vaccinated.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
I done been fucking telling you to.
I'm a healthy 23-year-old.
It doesn't fucking matter.
It's true. I do vape.
You're in the percentile. Doesn't matter.
In the percentile of what? Of
death.
Well, I'm in the I'm in,
horrible.
No, that's
death.
No. I am in the people who haven't gotten it, so I'm more likely to get it.
You're in the people who are likely to get it and are likely to die if they get it.
Right, but I'm 23 years old. I'm no longer overweight. I'm healthy. My diet is under control.
Dead.
Other than when I'm hungry.
No more you. No more life.
He's over here like,
no
yeah,
more
I get what you're saying. It makes sense, but no, dead.
Death.
Death.
It comes with a serious case of death.
Oh my God. It didn't even say that like it had new symptoms. It just made it sound like it just made normal COVID worse.
And death. That's a new symptom it comes with.
Really?
They did, by the way, I don't know if you knew.
Oh boy.
Death.
It
comes with death. So get vaccinated.
I'll look into it.
Don't worry. Royce the 5'9" is an anti-vaxxer, so
I'm not an
listen to him.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
I know.
I'm a hypochondriac.
I listened to a new song. Not a new song. It's probably an old song, but I'm not even gonna shout it out. But
what did he say?
He was anti-vaxxer.
To be fair, he's black. Do you know the origin behind what I just said?
No, you should probably
Elaborate. Okay, so basically, what it comes down to is for the past, I don't know, 7,000 years, people of color don't get treated the same way that people who aren't of color get treated in hospitals. So you get a lot of malpractice, and you can look into this. There's reports. None of this is official, but there are local reports. When Martin Luther King was transported to the hospital, since he was black, he was refused care, and that's why he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a long history of this. So as a person of color, he totally has every reason to be untrustworthy. So I get that. But anti-vax itself, I think it's a little silly. I'm just a person who I just haven't gotten it. That's all. So, yeah. So I get where he's coming from. Not obviously not personally, but just like the history behind it, it makes sense.
The stigma.
The stigma, yeah. I get it. Opinions are scary like that to have, though. You know what I mean? Because that could make or break, like you just said, death.
Death.
You had both, right?
What?
The vaccines?
What do you mean both?
You had the first one and then the second one?
That's one vaccine. That's not both.
It's 2 doses of the vaccine, but yeah. Like
Well, yeah,
it comes in 2.
The first one doesn't work if you don't get the second one.
I know. That's why I asked you if you got both.
Right, but I'm just to clarify for people.
Well, Johnson & Johnson is one.
Well,
Pfizer's 2, and then Moderna's 2.
Some people are getting the first one and then being like, I'm cool, never coming back.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, that's not how that works at all.
No.
You need to get the second one if they say there's a second round of dose or second dose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. A buddy of mine only got the Johnson & Johnson one. I was like, dude.
That's like...
I was like, bro, you might die.
It's like getting the Hickorbilly one.
Well, the Johnson & Johnson one is 8 days after it rolled out. I think like 3 or 4 people got really bad blood clots, and it was, in fact, due to the vaccine.
Due to the Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah. And so they recalled it, and then it came back a little while later, and apparently it's fine now.
I got the Pfizer.
The Pfizer?
Yeah, the good one.
Gotcha. Pfizer and Moderna.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you can go...
I can go to any Schnucks right now and get the Moderna for free.
Yeah, but you can also go to there's this St. Mary's.
Yeah.
The one next to the adult shop.
Exotica.
Mm-hmm. You can go in there and you get the Pfizer for free.
Gotcha. You get better Wi-Fi now that you got the chip in you?
No, that's fucking dumb. Keys aren't magnetic.
It's
Keys
just
aren't magnetic.
it's just people with sticky skin.
Keys aren't magnetic.
Have you seen those videos?
Keys are not magnetic.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like, oh, they're putting quarters up to it, dude.
Quarters are not magnetic.
Oh, you don't say. That's weird.
Change is not magnetic. You are not magnetic.
These people were convinced, but like they were like, look, it's sticking to my arm.
Did you see the woman who went to the Supreme Court and said, why does it stick? And had stuff?
No.
Oh, it was rough.
Pull
I couldn't
it
finish it. I can't.
Please?
I don't even know if it was on, I think I watched it on TikTok. I don't even know if I can find it on here.
What would you even look up? Supreme Court Justice lady shows up and makes a fool of herself with the magnet in her arm. What the fuck? Does she say I'm magnetic?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. I thought you were just going to type in I'm magnetic. Yeah, no, that was my entire point was if they wanted to put a chip in you, they would do it in your cell phone, which they already do, so. Why am I magnetic? Oh my God. It's the first one 3 weeks ago? I'm scared to watch this. Is it embarrassing? How bad? It's pretty bad. He's looking at me like I'm wild because I guess I'm not prepared to see what this lady has to say about the COVID.
She makes a goddamn
Full of herself. In front of everybody, I bet.
Oh, here she is.
Oh boy. Maybe it's just your magnetic personality, question mark. Oh my God. see the woman in the background going, "Oh my god." All right, turn it off. 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 What the fuck, dude?
I know.
For those that didn't see, she stuck it to her chest, and I don't know if you've ever stuck anything to your chest. Your chest is kind of arched back towards your neck, like where your actual what is this? Your chest plate?
Mm-hmm. Boobies.
Yeah, so yeah, your breastbone basically. It was just sitting there, which it looked magnetic, but no, it's just like it's laying on a surface that's not
Also
completely straight up. And then
also just hold on, just before it was keys aren't magnetic.
Yeah, and
Continue.
then she attempted to stick it to her neck, and then it struggled to stay, and then she continued on with her point.
Just also because keys aren't magnetic. Continue.
And I couldn't finish the video because the secondhand embarrassment was
And it was so bad secondhand embarrassment because
keys aren't magnetic.
Keys aren't magnetic.
Keys aren't
Awesome.
magnetic. Maybe if she had like a magnet or something.
Yeah, and it stuck.
Yeah.
That would be concerning.
I mean, if she just went boop, look, check, I can shake my
but
arm.
can
Everything.
I tell you something?
Keys aren't magnetic.
Keys aren't magnetic. And every video I've ever seen, they're using something that isn't magnetic. The one time I saw it was like there's people who can stick spoons on their bodies.
Yeah, well, you got the stickiest guy in the world. He can stick almost anything to him.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, you know what it is?
What?
Is the way he puts it on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not necessarily camera tricks. It's just, I think it's fucking like, I don't know, science.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, bro, you're a little sticky. Maybe if you changed your diet and had some more water in you, your skin wouldn't be so,
oily.
Just shit like that, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah. So that's, oh my God.
She's rough though. I told you.
I didn't
You
realize it was
believe
that, but
me.
I didn't realize how, for those that didn't hear it, she was very passionate about it. You could hear the lump in her throat, and like she was like voice cracking, like she meant what she said.
And she was so worried about her being magnetic.
Yes.
But
Keys aren't magnetic. Think when she walks down the street, like all the trash cans start falling when she walks past them.
You think that's an irrational fear she has?
Maybe she's like, I'm afraid to go to New York because there's so much metal.
Okay, wait. So if you were magnetic, what's the ploy here? Why do you think?
Yeah,
they're
what's the problem if you are magnetic?
You think they're gonna like come over you with a giant crane with a magnet on it and start sucking us up like we're a bunch of fucking like we're a claw machine? Like what are they gonna do?
I really want to say I think the only not mammals. I think the only animals, including humans, on the planet that have anything to do with magnetism is birds.
Yeah, birds have magnets in their head so they can tell northeast, southwest.
All that, yeah. And if you stick a magnet on a bird's head, it'll fly in a circle.
Yep.
Because it doesn't know where it's going.
And you're a horrible fucking piece of shit if you do that.
Well, to be fair, they had to figure it out. So it was just, yeah. But no, they used the basically magnet.
What asshole was like, you know what I'm gonna do?
No, I'm gonna
stick a magnet.
I think what it came down to was how can they tell where they're going? Just based on just instinct. How do they know to migrate south and all that fun stuff?
And their first idea was I'm gonna throw a magnet on
I
its
think
head?
their first idea was maybe it has something to do with like, is it tectonic plates? Or is it just like the magnetic field around the earth? They were like, maybe it has something to do with the earth and the birds itself and not just evolution. And I think that goes hand in hand, that like over time they've evolved to be able to tell where they're going based on
Oh, I get you.
magnetic patterns and
Completely,
stuff
dog.
like that. So pretty sick, but I'm afraid if you stick a magnet on a human's head, nothing's gonna happen. I mean, you may be dumb enough to still just go in circles, but that's that's up to you. What are you doing with the earphone? Spill the beans, kid. You gonna share with the class?
No.
What the fuck are you doing?
I am living my best life.
I hope the microphone picks whatever's going on in your fucking ear.
That would be hilarious,
That
honestly.
would it?
Yeah.
Is it embarrassing?
No.
Is it rough?
No.
Is it funny?
Yeah, it's, I mean, kind of.
What the fuck? What is it?
I'm just not going to elaborate. Just leave it in suspense.
This fucking guy. We need to talk about Ariana Grande BetterHelp scandal. What is Ariana Grande's BetterHelp scandal?
Do what now? Oh, shit. Oh, it's Philip DeFranco. He's good. He knows what he's talking about.
Does he? Other than him and his fucking hands.
Oh, my fucking God. Listen.
So sorry for that.
Listen.
Jesus Christ, Josh.
Ignore it. Don't look at the screen.
Oh, I mean, I don't care. I think it's not necessarily.
I'm only so upset about it because you mom will not stop talking about it.
Well, dude, like, look in his little preview. What did he just do? Moved his hand.
I don't care.
I don't care
it doesn't
either.
Matter.
I just find it funny. I think it's.
Do you know how much we talk with our hands?
Well, no, I was gonna say I'm a super animated person when I speak, so yeah, I use my hands all the time.
I'm doing it right now.
I know. Like, I was actually just doing it to prove a point, but like mostly I'll do this or I'll do that or I'll like this.
Yeah.
But he'll literally be like, "Let's fucking dance while I'm talking."
He's not even that extra with it.
Click the fucking video. Guarantee he is. Yo, first 10 seconds, he starts lifting up his hands.
Leave him alone.
First 10 seconds.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Dude,
that's the intro. He always raises his hands.
Guys,
for that.
the video started with his hands in the air.
It doesn't count.
He couldn't even have them rested
the
first.
Intro. It doesn't count.
Jesus. It's funny because if anybody watches Philip DeFranco and that has never noticed it, it cannot.
They're never gonna unsee
once
it.
you shatter that glass, it cannot be unseen.
I don't even care. I don't even know why. It's not that deep, dude.
I think it's the way he moves his head when he does it too.
He's just animated.
He's just an animated guy. That's all. Not in a bad way either. I've seen some pretty bad animated people, and I'm like, are you guys on drugs? Oh, speaking of YouTube, that's another thing. Until I can get my computer fixed, it'll probably just be on the streaming platforms, guys. Because my editing software that I use to transfer the MP3 to MP4s, the computer's fried. I have to get a new hard drive and then re-download Windows. So, you guys won't find out until it's not on. I mean, I'll post to YouTube and let everybody know, but yeah, so I do apologize in advance. But Philip DeFranco, the most animated motherfucker on the face of the earth. Okay, yeah, giving away $1,000 in free therapy or $1 million free therapy. Okay, scratch out $2 million in free therapy. Hold on, he's talking about it. So it's not a scam? Oh, shitty terms of service. But that's, yeah, like he just said, that's almost any company. We do not control the quality of counselor services, and we do not determine whether any counselor is qualified to be provided in any specific service, as well as whether a counselor is categorized, and there's subtitles in the way, so I couldn't read the rest. What is this basically saying?
It's
like, so she did actually offer $2 million in free therapy to people.
Yeah. I assume that it's just BetterHelp doesn't actually have legal counselors.
Oh, so it's not technically like it's therapy, but it's not like state certified therapy.
I assume
something like that.
Yeah.
Either that, or maybe it's not the best therapists. You know what I mean? Or whatever type
just starting out therapist.
Yeah, just whatever type of therapy it may be. Maybe it's just not like the best care you could possibly get. But I mean, if we're being completely honest, $2 million in free therapy. I mean, there's 320, or I'm sorry, it's like up to 330 to 40 million Americans. So that's not much, you know what I mean? But
I heard all of that.
What?
That entire drink, that whole sip.
It felt so good. Hold on. There is one thing I wanted to bring up. I may have already brought it up. Oh, did you see the WandaVision finale? The final.
They altered it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Come on now. Who you talking to right now?
Who are you talking to?
Who talking to right now?
I'm talking to the guy who's always balls deep in Reddit. So
Goddamn
yeah,
right.
obviously you saw it.
Now, right, I saw it.
Did you see?
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I do. I can. No, I brought it up, bitch. Let me explain. Do you know what it is?
I know exactly what it is.
Okay, so there's a specific scene when she was walking into the cabin, and there was a lighting issue. And what they did was they basically took a square around the lighting and fixed it after they had already finished it and obviously posted it to Disney+. Once you do that, you can't alter these scenes very much. So now, as they're slowly going down, they did add some trees and shit and took away the duck. People were so pissed about that duck.
But it's because she's in her own bubble, and she doesn't. There's no living thing in her bubble now.
Exactly. So it doesn't make sense. So they took it out. But now it looks like an apparition is coming down from the corner, even though by the time it gets to the cabin, you can tell it's where they edited the light. It just so happened to need to stay in the full scene.
Yeah.
And that was a shitty explanation, but about that, without showing it, it's about the easiest way I can explain it.
Yeah. But I think they added more trees because
To take it so you wouldn't notice.
well, yeah, but also because I think they're going to use that scene in Multiverse of Madness. People think that was Strange's astral form coming to her because you can see she like opens her eyes and is like, "Oh shit!" at the very end.
Yeah, but it's a scene alteration.
What do you mean?
It's just a sloppy scene alteration.
Well, Doctor Strange was supposed to have been in it.
Yeah, but they didn't want to whitewash.
He was no, what?
Did you not hear Kevin Feige come out and say that like he regrets not doing it, but the reason they didn't do it is because they didn't want a white straight male to come at the end of a female character's lead show. Like they just didn't want to.
No, it was just because COVID.
Oh well, this is what I'm telling you. What Feige said. They didn't want to make it seem like white dude's gonna come in and save everybody. They didn't want it to be like that.
Oh, I didn't see that at all.
Oh.
Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme. She needs to
Yeah,
be
no,
taught.
I said the same thing, and Kevin Feige even said, "I regret not doing it, but it is what it is, and I like how the show turned out anyway."
All right, well, he was supposed to show up in the commercials, and he was going to be the one that was controlling all the commercials, and he was trying to break through her consciousness, and he was going to flash like Tyler Durden did in Fight Club.
Why do they mention Nexus and WandaVision?
She's an Nexus being. That was Doctor Strange's. He was going to flash as the pharmacist in that, like Tyler Durden did. He was going to flash as the pharmacist. It was going to be Doctor Strange.
Okay. So she's a Nexus being.
That means that she she's like Kang. She can control her other self in the other dimensions and other shit like that. Like that is what Nexus beings are, I assume.
Oh, so no matter which verse they're in, they're always them?
That's what I got.
But as a shitty way to like the roughest way to do it, like
yeah.
no matter where I'm at, I am still me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just like a different alteration that we might see in like Spider-Man where you get Toby and because they're not Nexus beings. Like if you were to get Toby and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland in the same movie from different universes, they're not Nexus beings, therefore they're different characters. Like they're different iterations of Spider-Man, but they're all their own person.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
But Wanda, if she's met herself, she could she is herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 I'm not a scientist,
It's a little more
so
complicated than that. But
well, to be fair, they haven't really explained a whole lot. They've given us a ton of information, but it's a lot to take in. So honestly, I have yet to go back and rewatch WandaVision, and then rewatch Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then obviously when Loki's done, rewatch it. But not like I did the movies. So like a lot of the knowledge I have from the movies, it's because when you go back and watch them, you catch so much shit you just wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't normally see. But okay. So where do you think Loki will end this season? With the direction there, do you think they'll definitely will? Think they'll end it on a cliffhanger?
I think they're going to resolve everything they brought forth.
You think Loki will turn around and Kang will be there and he'll be like, "What the?" And then it'll cut off.
Maybe. That would be a way to do it there where he's still introduced in Quantumania.
Is Loki season 2 after Quantumania and Multiverse of Madness?
They haven't said.
They haven't. Oh, but they did announce the second season.
The second season's confirmed.
I know a lot of people are mad there's not going to be a second season of WandaVision, and I'm like, I don't.
Why would there be a second?
Well,
why?
it's the people forgot about the whole Multiverse of Madness thing because they are advertising it as obviously it's a Doctor Strange movie.
But it's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But the Multiverse of Madness was opened by Scarlet Witch, and she is a main character.
Yeah, she's the co-star. Yeah. No, like I'm pretty sure I'm sure they get paid the same.
Yep.
Yeah, or maybe not. I don't know. Benedict does have more. Benedict does have more under his belt, so
way more.
Yeah, I love that guy. Have you ever seen The Imitation Game?
I believe so.
Pretty crazy movie. It's not necessarily supposed to be crazy, but it's I can't remember what technically it's about. It's about him.
And he was Smaug.
Yeah, Smaug.
The dragon, Smaug.
And what?
The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug.
I didn't see any of the Hobbits.
Oh, well, he was the dragon.
Were they good?
The Desolation of Smaug was okay.
I know their budgets were fucking ridiculous.
Honestly, dude, they were good. It's just too long. It was supposed to be one book, and they stretched it into 3 movies.
I thought it was 2 movies.
3. The Hobbit, the Unexpected Journey, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies.
See, I'm pretty sure it was 3 books, and they shoved it into 2 movies. I think you had it backwards.
Nope.
Really?
Yes.
I'll Google it. I didn't see them, so I honestly I can't tell you. But I am irritated because I'm upset that people think that, considering like apparently that they weren't good. Because
I liked them. They were just too long. It was one book.
How long was too long?
6-7 hours. All 3 of them.
2012, 2013, 2014. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Let's see.
I really like Bilbo. I don't remember his name. The actor.
Bilbo Baggins?
Yeah.
Bilbo? The old guy?
He's the Hobbit in this one.
Hold on.
This is a prequel.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm trying to see runtime. Yeah, see, one of the movies made $1 billion, but
that was The Unexpected Journey because it was good.
Yeah, you're right. Where the fuck is runtime? 169 minutes.
So 60 plus 60
it's almost
is
3 hours.
120. So it's almost 3 hours.
Almost 3 hours.
Yep.
Well, that's not bad.
There's 2 more movies.
Okay. This was also
Desolation of Smaug was the second one.
160 minutes. That only made 959.
Okay, so that's another 3 hours. So
Battle of the Five Armies. 144.
So that's...
It's 20 minutes over 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
So 8 hours and some change.
And that made 962 million. So
that was really good. I liked Battle of the Five Armies.
Okay, I think
they were all right, but they were too long. There's a lot of really good parts. I think you could cut them down to make one really good movie.
I'm sure someone's done that, like a supercut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. How long was the original Lord of the Rings runtime?
3 hours 48 minutes.
Oh my god, that's the extended edition. But if we're being completely honest, that's the people.
The Return of the King is 4 hours and 11 minutes. The Two Towers is 3 hours 43 minutes.
And these are all the extended version? Because if it is, you know what the funny part is? I'm pretty sure those are the versions that people prefer.
Yeah. These are all extended.
Okay.
Unexpected Journey is 3 hours 2 minutes. That's The Hobbit.
3 hours.
Desolation of Smaug is 3 hours and 7, and Hobbit is the Five Armies is 2 hours 44.
2 hours 44. Okay, I got that wrong. I thought it was 2 hours and 20. That was my bad. Okay. Well, shit, dude. And you thought those were too long?
What?
Why do you think those are too long when the other movies are longer and those are preferred compared to the theatrical cut?
Because these are good.
Because these are good. Oh, I guess you're right. And those were back in the day, too.
I really, really, really liked. Okay, and they were also different books.
That's true. I think.
Hold on. Look, I'll show you.
Please do, sir. Please do. Hope everybody's Friday is going okay.
The Hobbit, There and Back Again, is a children's fantasy novel by English author J.R.R. Tolkien. It's one book, 310 pages, separated into 3 movies.
Well, yeah, but to me that could be like a fan service. No. You think it could have been done in 2?
No, I think it could have been done in 1.
Okay, but no.
1 4-hour movie. It's Lord of the Rings. We'll watch it.
I don't know, man. I mean, if we're being honest, yeah, movies have pushed the limits now on how long runtime is, because now people do sit down for like 3 hours and watch a movie. But if you have a book like that, and like, why not try and get all the details out in 2 movies? I get 3 does sound like a little excess for one 300. So it's not even 500 pages?
310.
Jesus. I didn't know that. Aren't the other books thick as fuck? Marvel's Worst is coming? Wait, what? You ever get notifications on Reddit and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Apocalypse Now was a 4-hour movie.
What's Apocalypse Now?
Dude, for real.
Swear to God. I've heard of it. I have never seen it.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
IGN rated...
Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. If you watch them both, it's 4 hours.
IGN rated Loki's last episode mediocre and gave it a 5 out of 10. An episode that jogs in place and indulges Marvel's worst tendencies. Well, and someone said, I still don't get where Marvel's worst is coming from. This episode action scene might be poorly edited, but it is certainly far from mediocre.
The 4th episode?
Yeah.
Gave it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, and a mediocre rating. IGN.
Jogs in place.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wrote that article at IGN?
Someone commented and said, IGN, so you've chosen death. Let me see if I can find it. How are you not going to post the link, bro? Fine, I'll fucking Google it.
I'm hungry.
Me too. We're about to end this. We're only going to do like an hour and something. You're good. Come on, IGN. Did I type in IG? Oh, no. Oops. ISN. Fat fingered it.
Fat finger.
Okay. So many great storytelling pieces are in place, but the episode doesn't luxuriate in these potentially powerful moments. Where last week's episode wrestled between two forms of storytelling, focused dramatic beats, and Marvel's penchant for hurried, character-flattening quips, this week's entry ends up similarly trapped between effective micro-moments and sluggish larger structure. Wilson's Mobius trying to carefully extract information on C-20 from the guarded Ravana is a particular delight, as the pair's apparent romantic history and their civil demeanor clashes with their slowly diverging goals. However, this delectable T-to-T? T-to-T-T? It's a weird word. Tate? Huh? I don't know. Like, it's fleeting in the grand scheme of things. The audience is well ahead of Mobius and Hunter B-15, already armed with the knowledge that these are variants whose past lives have been suppressed. So their journeys of suspicion and discovery end up flatlining, given how strongly this episode is focused on uncovering plot information rather than fitting emotional pieces into place. For instance, B-15 talks about the repressed memories she witnessed under Sylvie's enchantment, and she even makes Sylvie show her these moments again, but we're never made privy to these experiences she and Sylvie actually see, and we're left to rely on B-15's hasty description. Apparently this episode is caught in a strange paradoxical narrative place. It grinds the overall story to a halt, yet feels especially concerned with shoving individual plot points towards their next destination. How do you feel about that? I get what they're trying to say, but
I think they're just stroking their own cock.
The show applies smoke and mirrors to its own dramatic presentation and ends up obscuring plot urgency and meaningful character drama. I thought the flow kind of went pretty well.
I really liked it, dude. I think they're just complaining little bitches.
Well, IGN. This is IGN India, by the way. They're just mad because they're getting that new variant.
They don't like time travel.
They don't like the word variant. You know, Delta variant.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
His name is Siddhant Adlakha.
That was not how you pronounce that, but...
Well, Siddhant. Loki episode, he has done review on every episode.
How did he like the third one?
Jesus Christ. Well, he's the same guy who gave Sweet Tooth a season 1 review. The first season of Netflix Sweet Tooth doesn't live up to its darker, more complicated source material. So apparently he knows the source material. Have you seen that yet?
Mm-mm.
I am not interested.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, see, he's shitting on Nolan's Tenet, so yeah, I don't like his opinion. That's stupid. Don't talk about my boy.
I think we're biased too then.
Why?
Because we like Nolan.
I like
Except for Batman Begins.
nope. Go back and watch it and you'll be like, okay.
I went back and watched it. Fucking blows.
No, that's funny. I made Dad do the same thing, and he was like, I get what you were saying. Because, like, when it first came out, you're like, there's no superhero movie I wanted. But you also have to realize Nolan was doing something no one had. He was doing so. That was episode. That was two.
That's two, I know.
That was two. But Nolan did something no one else did. He's like, let's make a realistic superhero movie.
Do you even lift, Master Wayne?
Do you even what?
What's with all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Alfred. Yeah, that was great. Great casting, though.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Now, I'm super mad that they decided to get a much less attractive Rachel.
Did they? Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
switch
they
her.
did. Yeah. What happened to the original girl? Do you know?
No idea.
They did the same
She
thing.
probably died.
They did the same thing in that 70s show, and I didn't notice for like 10 years. And I was like, oh my God, his sister Lori isn't the same person throughout the whole.
Did they get a?
Yeah. I think the original Lori is actually, I think her, like the actual person, I think she died of a drug overdose. But why did they replace Rachel Dawson? Not Dawson's Creek. Okay, it says Nolan revealed in the lead up to The Dark Knight that he had wanted Holmes to return. Katie wasn't available for the role, which I wasn't very happy about, but these things happen, and I was very, very fortunate Maggie Gyllenhaal was able to take over. Long story short, it sounds like Nolan was fucking not happy that she could not come back. Because he was like, I wasn't happy about it, but I guess things happen. That's how he would say it.
Guess I can't complain.
Guess I can't complain. To be fair, he stepped up his fucking game in the second movie. If we're going to talk about Batman movies.
Dark Knight was
Dude.
really good.
And I'm also a super fan of Tom Hardy's Bane, but you obviously have so many fucking pick-aparts on that one.
It's not good.
That's
it's good for what it needed to be.
It's good for practicality.
It's good for what it needed to be. It's not Bane.
Well,
you
email Nolan, be like, hey, CGI's your friend. Don't be afraid of it. Come back and make Bane.
No, you don't have to CGI that.
You don't think so?
No, The Rock would have been perfect. And he's also at least closer to Mexican, which is what he's supposed to be. He's a fucking gangster.
He's a Hispanic gangster?
Yes.
Oh, look at me. See, can you tell I'm not a DC guy?
And he's supposed to be like big and have
Supposed to
venom
be,
on
he's
his
supposed to
back.
be fucking huge.
And he's supposed to be big and strong before he has the venom.
You know who they could have gotten?
Who?
What's his name? The Mountain? He played the biggest dude in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I think he's white, though. I don't know if you would still be okay with that. But I mean, if we're being completely honest, unless it has to do with their character, like Shang-Chi, I don't think it really matters if you interchange race.
See,
I really do think it depends on, like, the context.
I really liked Tom Hardy as Bane. It's just make that before he gets the venom. And they made his mask like his venom, and he needs it to be alive, and that makes sense, but it's supposed to pump him up, make him big.
He's like,
Eh.
Hold on. Gregor Clegan. I want to see how tall he is. He's 6'9" and 400 pounds.
Good God.
Yeah, so he'd be a good Bane. As far as like the actual like size, but I don't know if as far as like an actor if he could do it.
Right.
But I mean, do you think he'd be better? Why The Rock? He's fucking Samoan.
Yeah, but he's
Just darker complexion.
just darker, and plus I think if you threw
Could you really see the pretty face Rock as Bane?
Will Bane's supposed to have a mask on him.
But still, you'd see the fucking big old Samoan eyes.
You
be like,
actually you wouldn't, not if he has his correct mask.
correct
on.
mask on. Okay. Well, once again, practicality. You got to make it realer for the big screen. Or do you think they could have taken like a Marvel approach to where like, hey, do it both?
Deadpool is ripped from the comic books. You can put the real Bane mask on him.
Yeah, but that's a different.
All he wears is a mask, and then he's just built like a brick shit house, and he's got orange pants. That's easy to do.
Yeah, but he's also got the tubes going in him for the Titan.
Yeah, that you can do that.
I mean, you could.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
Or you can CGI that. I don't give a fuck.
You could CGI that. Yeah, you're not wrong. Huh.
Just put the dots on him, goddammit.
Just put the fucking dots on his
fucking
face
dots on
and
him.
use that computer that we know can do some fucking work, okay? It's not hard.
Fix it in post, goddammit.
Fix it in fucking post. I am notorious for fixing quite a bit in post.
How do you think that one dude feels who missed the clip through on the Infinity Gauntlet in Endgame?
Clip through? Oh boy, he's going to YouTube it. Clip through? Which scene? Did you say Endgame?
Yep. At the very end, the Stark Gauntlet.
Well, if we're being completely honest, that was one of the most beautiful CGI movies ever created. I assumed there was going to be a whole bunch of issues with it, you know what I mean? Or stuff they mixed. Stark Gauntlet. Clip. Let's see what this says. I think that's it.
That's not it.
Fuck. Okay, what am I looking for? Such a pretty looking movie.
This right here. His fingers clip through this on the glove. Right there.
Ah.
They come right through the palm of the hand.
It looks like they're supposed to do that.
Oh, no, they're not.
They're supposed to bend underneath.
The VFX artist of React got the dude who worked on this scene.
Was he pissed?
And he was like, yeah, we missed that. We did miss
How
that.
shitty was he?
And that's what I was bringing up is imagine we were talking about fixing it in post.
Yeah.
Imagine how pissed he was when they pointed that out. And
They're like, hey, we just want to let you know the highest grossing movie ever. There's a pretty big flaw in this pretty important scene. And then you show the guy who made it. I would be heartbroken.
and it's pretty obvious when you know what
When
to
you're
look
when
for.
you know what to look. Click play. So what it's supposed to do is that line right there, when he bends his fingers, it's supposed to be like this, and they're supposed to go like underneath, and instead those little benders, see how they go underneath it first,
Yep.
and then it clips. Yeah, okay. He almost had it, because he even got the first movement down, and then it's that last when he goes to squeeze his knuckle. Okay. Can I tell you that's like the most satisfying sound, by the way?
This clip has 15 million views. This is the I Am Iron Man clip.
Yeah, this is pretty fucking dope. God, I still can't believe they did this. The look of, like, defeat on his face. Iron Man. I can't tell. Are those his fingers, or are they just
His fingers.
his real fingers?
Real fingers.
They just have some blood on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
He brought the nanos down a little bit so that
he could use the rest everywhere else.
So he could snap.
Okay. Because I know that suit. I think he knew that was the last suit he was ever going to wear. That's nuts. Because didn't he specifically make that suit to be able to hold those like?
Yeah, he'll upgrade it and add shit to it,
Mhm.
but that is the last suit, the Mark 85 or Mark 82 or Mark whatever.
And that's why he could handle the stones.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he okay? That's another thing. Was he anticipating that,
The
or
stones?
or was that just one of his premonitions to where he's like, I had like for my friend?
He was and he wasn't.
Well, because like Cap told him, he's like, you're not the guy to lay out on the wire for your friends, and he's
Make
like,
the sacrifice play, lay down on the wire, and let the other guy crawl over you.
he's like, I cut the wire,
Always a way out, Stark.
and he ended up laying down, and then
And he cut the wire.
Andy cut the wire. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, this was a phenomenal movie, man. 10 years of my life. Isn't that nuts?
He fades so slowly because he's so fucking big.
So where do you think he went? You think he'll be back,
No, he's done.
Thanos?
He'll be back in Celestials as a young guy, but he's done.
As a young guy?
Yeah.
Josh Brolin?
Possible.
Just CGI'd even more? You think they can de-age an entire CGI'd character without it looking weird?
Have you met the Hulk?
Yeah, but
we aged up. We aged up the Hulk. We can age down.
we
we
aged
can
up
age
the
him
Hulk. No, they gave him some like gray hair. And
Yeah, and he looks like Mark Ruffalo.
they gave him a 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay.
The Hulk looks. You know, like what do you call that? A dilf.
He did. Yeah, that's the only issue I had. I was like, bro, like, he can live his life and shit, and yeah, he looks kind of normal, but you know, he's like still green, right? Like he's got
He's like a pickle.
like women to have sex with and stuff. Like that must be complicated.
He
Now-
probably doesn't have sex.
He probably, well, to be fair, he probably doesn't Hulk out anymore, so no more heart rate problem.
Horse cock.
Horse cock, Hulk cock.
Hulk cock.
We'll probably end it on the Hulk cock note.
Hulk cock.
That's a perfect thing.
Have
to
a
end
good
on.
one, everybody.
Boy, I tell you
We're
what.
out.
Yeah, no, we'll see you
Peace.
guys. Well, shut the fuck up.
That's it. That's the end.
We'll see you guys
Bye.
Monday. He is in a wonderful mood today, if
I'm
you couldn't
kidding.
tell.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
I am in a good mood.
These dogs are dead on this fucking
I
couch.
know they're comfy.
She slept with me all night, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Kept waking up sweating. Take the blanket off, get cold again, throw the blanket back on, start sweating. It was wonderful, let me tell you.
You could turn that off.
No, because then I'd wake up hot, and then when I took the blanket off,
Wake up dead.
yeah. How do you know you're dead unless you? How do you know you're dead unless you wake up dead?
Exactly.
It's like that's duh.
Duh.
Duh. But all right, you guys
Hulk
have
cock.
everybody have a good weekend. We'll
Have
see
a
you
great
guys
one.
Monday. We appreciate your
Of course.
time. We always love bullshitting. Today was our episode. If you
Yeah.
couldn't tell, today was our episode. It was not for you guys. It was for us.
Yeah, it usually is, but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
okay. It's okay. You keep coming back, it'll keep working. Isn't that what they say in AA?
I don't know. I've never been to AA.
You went to rehab, so I figured they had like some type of
No,
12
we
step
didn't
program.
stand around and
No, you
hold
didn't stand
hands.
around.
We just sang Kumbaya. That's it.
Vagina's a little different.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
They were like, "Hey, there's a cure, but it ain't Jesus."
Yep.
Well, good for
It
you.
was
Are you healed? Are
definitely
you
not
cured?
Jesus. No, mostly.
That was a strong no. He's like, I think I wasted my money, Ethan. Rehab didn't work. Oh my god. But all right, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one, everybody.